How did y'all feel about the youngsters? I was one of the.
Oh, the group, the youngsters?
How did y'all feel about the youngsters?
Them little niggas.
Because I remember watching Video Music Box and then the youngsters came on. I was like, wait a minute. This ain't Onyx.
Tresh was ranking they shit.
I told him, I said,
Tresh
was ranking they shit.
He said,
They
this
was
ain't
baby
Onyx.
Onyx, man.
They was baby Onyx. That's
baby
how
Onyx,
everybody
man.
felt.
We should have took them niggas on tour with us.
Yeah.
We should have kidnapped them little niggas.
Word.
We should have did movies with them little niggas. Them niggas was hot.
Nurtured them
But
and
at the
fucking.
time, how did y'all feel about it?
We loved them because those was baby Onyx. They wasn't in our lane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They was little niggas. So it was flattering to see them niggas like, ha ha, you know what I mean? Like, doing what we definitely doing, the ball heads,
We probably loved them, but at that stage in the game, we wasn't fucking with nobody. Like, we
Nobody.
ain't have, you couldn't get inside the clique. It was just us, we alienated the world, real talk.
Why?
Because it was just,
That was
face to
hip-hop
face, that
back
was
then,
it.
right?
You know what I mean?
everybody had their
I
crew.
never even smiled, like real talk. You know what I mean? Years later, I learned how to smile and shit. You know what I mean? Like I remember everything was just alienated. All right, my nigga. You don't get his number. We ain't hanging out. Like it was just like, you know what I mean?
Why?
We never looked at them niggas as competition though. Never.
Not the youngsters.
Hell
I
no.
didn't talk about them specifically. We talking about just in general.
Everybody. Yeah.
How did
These
that
niggas
affect,
is
how did
like
that
that.
affect the
Look at
vibe?
him.
There was so much.
No, we cool with niggas, woo, but then after the function is over, that's it.
That's
Fat
Queens
Joe
niggas,
used to
man.
talk about going from studio to studio, kicking it with everybody.
We never went from studio to studio. We was in our own studio. That's it.
Yeah.
And you had to be thorough to come in the studio type shit.
So who?
It was just locked down
Who made
like
it
that.
in the studio? Who got it in?
Nobody.
It was just
At that point, nobody.
right.
Think about it.
So everybody was
The
just competition. Y'all was going
the
for
first
everything.
2 albums,
Yeah.
we was no guest. It wasn't until Shut 'Em Down,
right.
that we had guests, and I learned how to smile. And we said, you know what? This nigga is cool. We ain't gotta kill him.
No, when you get on tour with rappers and you see them
Yeah.
and you get to, you know what I'm saying, no rappers and y'all get to build friendships or whatever.
Right.
But before that, it's like, you
It's
know.
a persona.
It's
You
like,
see
yo,
him.
it's us against you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Those Def Jam tours was always like the cream of the crop, and
Right.
they always marketed y'all like one big family. So Redman, Method Man, Onyx,
marketing.
Keith Murray.
They had to do that to cut costs.
That's marketing.
Hold on, say that again.
I know
Hold
that.
on,
Say that, say that.
hold on. Say that
They
again.
had to do that to cut costs. If you got peoples and you bring them somewhere, you got to get hotels. Let's make these niggas friends. So they can share a room, share a van, do whatever the fuck. Bang. One big family. Otherwise, you need 5 vans if you got 5 groups. But if you make it a family thing, you get 2 vans maybe.
But that's really what was going on.
Remember what Joe said when you have goons?
We ain't give a fuck. We on Def Jam. We on tour. Let's go.
Yeah, we was on tour one
And
bus.
we was cool with everybody.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
You know, even though we was mad cool, but we still standoffish as far as when it was over. You go your way, we go our way. But everybody was mad cool. It was family still, you know what I mean?
Who was the rappers y'all fucked with the most?
Everybody on Def Jam.
Everybody.
Yeah,
Red Bands, everybody on Def Jam.
Survivor Illest tour was crazy.
That was the
We had the
best
Def
tour.
Jam tour. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you on tour with these
Survivor
niggas,
the illest.
you see them in every city. Niggas is trying to, you know, do what they do. Everybody chilling. It's
And
everybody.
you get to learn people's personalities.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Who
Niggas
they
doing
are, what
push-ups
they
in the
gonna do.
lobby and shit like that.
Well,
you know what I
Like
mean?
DMX, like the fucking drive the bus. Let that nigga go ahead. yo, put your seatbelt on. Don't worry about it. We be all right. We all right.
So DMX would drive the tour bus?
This is a little bit later.
Word, son.
Yes.
Okay.
No, yo,
Yeah,
the
man.
girl was driving a tour bus, the
Yes.
real tour bus.
With y'all in it?
With everybody in it.
Yo, I know Leo had to have a heart attack.
Leo wasn't
wasn't
there.
there.
Leo wasn't
Oh,
there.
Leo wasn't there. He on the road with these niggas.
No, I'm
These
saying,
niggas-
no. What
No,
I'm saying,
if he
nigga,
found
they
out that
crashed.
the nigga was
That's
driving the
all
bus.
the Ross
And if he
niggas.
crashed,
Hey, they not think
they
these
gonna make a
niggas
record.
is going with
Oh,
the
he said, hold on.
If he crash, they gonna make a record about it.
That's
Fuck
it.
that shit.
One record is gonna solve that whole problem. One
But
record.
it's a bus.
who
Everybody
cares?
gonna die. Unless you go over to,
Yeah.
Niagara Falls and shit.
I loved when y'all collaborated with X.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was.
There's another
I
collaboration
loved you too.
that I love. But what was it like being around DMX?
DMX was dangerous, man. Like, not dangerous, but he's like, when you around him, he's like, you don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Very unpredictable.
Right.
But at the end of the day, he showed a lot of love for Onyx. A lot of people don't know, like DMX, we met DMX before Shut Him Down. I knew this manager out of He was from Yonkers. And we was doing the we met X, like I said, we met X way before Shut Him Down. He came to the studio at Rich Keller crib in Jersey. And we was in the basement making the whole Shut Him Down album, the Last Days and Walk in New York. X came through there one day. With my man, this kid named, I think his name was Sean, he was from Mount Vernon. He brought X to the studio. X was in the studio, rhyming with niggas.
Before he was X?
With niggas like
Born
P.I.
Loser out.
He was Dark Man?
Dark way before, yeah, because I remember him.
Born Loser was the first.
Yeah, so this is before all that shit. This is 1996.
Wow.
1995, because the album came out in 96, so it had to be 1995. Came through, we battling niggas like P.I., niggas that was in the studio with us. They flowing and shit. So when he came out, I was like, yo, that's the nigga right there that came to the studio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was, where my dogs at was that shit was like Throw Your Guns, bro.
Yeah.
That was the new Throw Your Guns.
Yeah.
It was the street. It was the same.
Nah, he was definitely doing his stuff,
effect.
Tizzle. You know what I mean?
Right.
The records had to hit you the same.
Yeah.
Just the same, you know what I mean?
He could have been a missing Onyx member.
Thanks.
He could have been a missing
Somebody
Onyx
told FREDRO the L shit. What they said?
They said DMX is Onyx
All together. I was about to say
together.
that.
Really?
Because
I was about to say that he's all
FREDRO the
around.
born leader. He
voice.
speak. Sticky the clothes old. So he like both of us combined.
Sensi
Dark
dark
skin.
skin.
And dark skin.
Dark skin
You know
with
what I
the
mean?
bald head.
DMX.
Yeah, that's my duh. You know what I mean?
The Sensi
All
the
combined.
dark skin one.
You know?
That's
Wow.
right.
But, you know, respect the guy, right? But when he came to the studio, my only purpose was disassemble. Fuck that. Real talk. And I loved it.
And I'm sure his
And his
too.
same thing.
Cause he was bodying everything.
But here's the thing, I be needing shit like that, like the Daz Effects and the Cypress Hills and the Naughty by Nations and the DMXs, the inspiration of the whole generation to feed the fire, to give me a reason to fucking body shit. You know what I mean? The Eminems, everybody's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Type shit, like, I need that.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.